Welcome, peoples, to the Hatchet TV podcast. Now, today it's Deborah, myself, and one of the new and friends to Hatchet Television, Isaac. He's also our sponsor. Keep that in mind. We're still breaking him into the podcast, so today's episode is more of a getting to know you type thing. So remember, may the 4th be with you always. All right, here we go. All right, people, welcome back to the Hatchet TV podcast. Today is, what's today, Deb?
Today is Monday, May 2nd.
No.
Oh.
Today is actually Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wednesday, May what, 5th?
4th.
4th. Yes, Wednesday, May 4th. We're not recording this on a Monday, are we, Isaac?
Nope.
So in studio today, we have me, Josh, Born Dead, the old married gamer, along with
Deb.
And on the very special, high-tech, multi-million-dollar device that is a cellular phone, we have in studio via the phone. Who's with us? Who are you?
My name is Isaac Moran of the New Home Guy Realty.
Yes. Not only is he a part of the Hatchet TV and Friends podcast, he's our new sponsor. Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like your guys.
Thank you. Because
on Facebook and everything.
Awesome. Because of the help that Isaac's giving us, we're going to have a couple of more options with the podcast. We can see more analytical stats and we have more bandwidth. That way we don't have to get rid of older episodes, like how I got rid of like the first 15 episodes.
You got rid of the first 15 episodes?
Okay, we'll skip that chapter. In case you didn't know, Isaac is a realtor. And coincidentally enough, we have his contact information. Hint, 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 for y'all to hit him up. And that's all. That's all on the website and everything. So, Deb, we were talking about earlier today. You had some news that was kind of pissing you off.
I was going through my Facebook, and I saw on one of the news stations they had posted a video that had went viral about a father who got mad at his 17-year-old son because his son had
skipped school.
He walked out of class.
Isaac, have you seen this news, this clip?
No, I haven't. No, I'm sorry.
So there's a dad, and his son skips out of school, and
doesn't call the dad
doesn't call the dad or anything like that, and you know, causes some trouble, allegedly. And his dad puts a video on Facebook of him boxing his son. Now, they're wearing boxing gloves. And
wait, I saw that one. Yes, I have seen that one.
And
I wasn't too sure.
Go ahead.
I wasn't too sure the whole story of what caused the little boxing match. Yes.
Yeah, the son skipped out of school and disrespected the teacher, and the dad said he wanted to teach him a lesson and also
teach him how to fight at the same time.
Yeah, also at the same time teach him how to defend himself. So he didn't go off and beat the shit out of him like crazy or anything like that. He boxed him, and his son ended up with a bloody nose. And now from what we see, that Deborah, you found it on the Channel 12 Facebook?
Yes, it was on the Channel 12.
On the KSAT Facebook, that the dad is now in jail and they took the son away from him. The 17-year-old, almost adult son. How do you feel about that, Isaac?
No offense, but kids can be buttheads. I was. My brother was. I mean, I grew up, you know, my grandmother, we misbehaved. She told us to go get a switch.
Yes,
our asses with it.
My grandmother did the same thing. And if you came back with a small switch, she'd go find like the most ginormous one to beat your ass with.
Yes, she would. She would beat our ass even worse. But
that sounds just like my grandma.
I was 14 years old. My grandmother wanted my brother and cousin and me to mow the grass, one of us. But all day that day, we were gone. We were riding our bikes. We were out having fun, spending time with our friends, whatever. When we got back that night, he was pissed off. And basically we disrespected my grandmother by saying, hell no, it's too late now. And my grandfather, who was in a wheelchair, knocked the cold fuck out of us. I mean, we were knocked the fuck out.
Yes.
And all I can say is, I tell you this much, we never said no to Mama. And that's what we call my grandmother, Mama. We never said no ever again.
There was no more disrespect from that point, right?
No.
There you go.
None.
It works. It worked on South Park. It worked for me. It worked for you. I mean, the dad messed up by putting it on Facebook, but he was trying to teach his son a lesson. But
he was trying to. Yeah, he was trying to teach his son a lesson and like I guess embarrass him. Not embarrass him, but because he even said like because he left with some girls or something, and he was like, "Tell those girls this is what happens when you walk out of school." I didn't see.
Like I said, I don't believe that a dad should be punished for that. I mean, not the other day, but even today, I was seeing on Facebook that a bunch of kids at a rally, anti-Trump rally, yelling, cussing. I'm sorry. I mean, okay, I vote liberal, but even I think, no. I mean, I wouldn't let my kids do that crap. That's very disrespectful.
That is a topic.
At the same time, they try to blame, it's Obama and Hillary's fault. Welcome to the America they're choosing. And I'm like, no, it's the parents' fault. Get realistic here, dude. It's parents. And parents do need to discipline their kids.
Well, that's something I was going to talk about the whole political race, the presidential race going on right now, and the protesting that's. I won't put out which way that I'll vote or anything like that, but I just think it's kind of crazy, man, that people can't agree to disagree. It's just because, one person's going to vote this way, then all of a sudden you have to hate the other people that are voting something completely different than you. And just
I hate that too. I believe in compromise. I mean, for Christ's sake, my wife is a Republican. We get into it when it comes to issues, and we're passionate when it comes to issues. But God, do we make up, and it's worth it.
Yes.
So, but like I said, I can understand politics is very, the Republicans are evil and this and that. And of course, Republicans say the same thing about, I'm like, we're supposed to compromise and try to work together. Just because we have different views of things doesn't mean like, okay, if I give in to what you want, you got to give up to what we want. I mean, it's compromise. Whatever happened to that?
Well, it's like Jesse Ventura said, the governor, Jesse Ventura, that it's just like wrestling, that everybody behind the scenes gets along, but as soon as the cameras are out, as soon as the public eye is there, that's when everybody starts hurling everything towards each other and all the nastiness comes out. I wish this podcast was also brought to you by DiGiorno. Isaac, let's talk about, since you're sponsoring us, let's throw some stuff out about you also. Not only do you help buy houses for people, getting people into homes, you help them with apartments also, don't you?
Yes, I do. I help people with apartments, rentals, buying and selling homes. And if you need help with credit, I can help you with a system that will help you restore your credit. And I will hook you up with a lender that will work with you.
Oh, man, I've got horrible credit. Whenever I apply for anything, I don't even get denied. I just get a list back that's saying, ha, 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 ha.
I'm proud to announce that I moved up from the low 500s to 550 in the past 6 months. So it kind of works.
There you go. The only people that give me credit is, cons. And that tells you by their name what they are. Allegedly.
You better watch it. Maybe someday they may wind up sponsoring you, bro, and then you're gonna have to be like, I was drinking that night. I mean, be careful. Everybody has a price.
Ted DiBiase.
Yep, Ted DiBiase.
But hey, had you seen the news about that mom that had those 2 kids tied up outside? And the 4 kids inside the house, or 6 kids?
6 kids inside.
6 kids inside the house. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think it was 6 kids, and she was pregnant.
Yeah, with the 7th.
Yeah. I think that's a very messed up. That's just wrong. I can't even imagine that. Look, I believe in disciplining your children. Don't freaking beat them to death and freaking really don't. I mean, come on. A human being is a human being. Come on.
And then they were dollar store collars that they had on the kids. They didn't even have why are you looking at me like that?
Because I didn't know that.
It would have been better if they would have had expensive collars. I was making a joke about dollar store.
Oh, I was like, what?
Jeez, Deborah, play along with me here. We're supposed to be a comedy podcast.
I was just looking at you. You're the one who.
Well, I could see your point. James Avery, collar. I could see that. As a matter of fact, I haven't worn it in a long time, but
Whoa, hey.
I could probably ask my wife.
TMI, too much info there, Isaac.
You said it was comedy. You didn't say anything about, come on, I'm joking here. Come on.
I thought getting beat up by my grandma was scarring. The thought of a James Avery shiny collar right now is scarring me for life.
I got a question for you.
Okay, go ahead, shoot.
What did you think about Batman versus Superman?
We talked about it on what, 2 podcasts ago, right, Deb? I don't like the premise. I don't like the way that it ended. I did see that. I didn't like the way that they showed the new Justice League characters, like in security footage.
Yep.
I was happy with Ben Affleck's work, and my only major concern going forward is now Ben Affleck's going to be old in all the new Justice League movies, so he's going to be wearing different suits that they've already confirmed, which means he's just going to be Iron Man. He's going to be a billionaire in different suits.
Me, in a weird way, I like it. I'm very interested on where they're going to go and take the storylines and stuff. I love comic books. I've always collected them, always read them. And to me, it's like putting a little bit of a new spin on the storytelling. They don't want, it's a lot like The Walking Dead. And that's how I view it. Because at first, when it first came out, I was all thrilled. Yes, Walking Dead. I used to have the comic books. Yes, I can't wait. And then I watched the first episode and I'm like,
hey, it's different.
Not exactly the comic book.
Yeah.
And then I started watching it even more, and you can ask my wife, because I used to bitch about it. And she started watching it with me, and she started loving it. She never read the comic book. And I'm like, oh, that's not how it's supposed to, wait a minute, that's not how it's supposed to go there. No, I was going through that through the whole night. And she was like, did you ever consider that people like me who never read the comic books may enjoy this storytelling instead of the comic book storytelling?
Yeah.
And I stopped and thought about it, and I go, you know what? Yeah, you got a point. Okay, I see your point. But I love Walking Dead. I love the show. And to me, I'm having an open mind to this. Simply because she's right. Sometimes you have to change things up so this way people can't turn around and say, I know what's going to happen next. So in a weird way, I'm kind of thrilled, and I want to see where it's going to lead.
Now, I'm really stoked about seeing Suicide Squad, and I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping, possible spoiler. I hope this is a spoiler, because if it is a spoiler, then I'm right. I'm hoping that the Joker isn't really the Joker. I'm hoping that it's...
Oh, you're thinking it's not Tim Drake. What's his name?
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd?
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. That would be. Don't get me wrong. You see, that's what I'm saying, that Suicide Squad is supposed to be intertwined with, Batman versus Superman, that whole DC universe. So the storylines are going to make up. The storylines are going to go with, I hope they're original. I hope they're unique.
It looks a little prequel-ish also in some of the flashback scenes. So maybe we'll be able to see a younger Ben Affleck, Batfleck, in those types of scenes.
Yeah, that would be cool with the original Joker and the original Riddler. I mean, I see little symbols of the Riddler even in the Suicide Squad. I saw a little breakdown of Suicide Squad, and apparently there's some Riddler symbols out there.
Yep.
So I'm kind of interested. What kind of storyline you're going to take this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm stoked about Civil War coming up, but I'm really more anticipated in how DC's going to do it. We've already got the pretty much premises on how Marvel's doing it. What's DC's hook? What's DC's going to be like?
Okay, so finally in HTV, we have somebody who's going to be more on the DC side of it, because the majority of us are all the Marvel fanboys. I'm glad to have you in here also.
Oh, man, no problem, man. I'm a DC fan. I'm sorry, my grandfather was Superman to me, and I've always loved DC.
Oh, my God.
I love Marvel, but my heart will always lean towards DC. My wife kind of likes DC a lot more than she does Marvel, simply because she didn't get into comic books, and she's not really into comic books. But Harley Quinn and the Joker, she says that to us. We're just that wild and crazy.
There you go.
Back before we had kids. So, yeah, I love DC. I'm not going to lie. I do.
You're supposed to be on the podcast. You're not supposed to be eating.
I was hungry.
There's still 3 slices of pizza over here that I haven't got to.
Well, I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Next podcast, we should do, go to a restaurant and do that. Well, any other questions you want to ask me, or is there questions I can ask y'all?
Well, if you want to go ahead and ask me something, go ahead, shoot.
What got you into this whole podcasting and Josh TV? An old married couple gaming or something?
Well, we've been doing Hatchet Television since 2002 as a public access TV show, and public access has kind of gone the way of the dodo bird, and everybody's on YouTube now. Everybody's on social media as opposed to actually being on broadcast television. We are still on broadcast television in a small facet, but the next thing that we evolved to was MySpace, and then Facebook, and then YouTube. We should have got to YouTube sooner. And then from YouTube, we podcasted. We've been podcasting off and on for the past 10 years.
Yeah. For a while, we were doing live podcasts. We started
live video podcasts.
Yeah, live video podcasts. We would have a chat room while we were doing the podcasting.
Being very interactive. I think the most we've ever had in the chat room while live podcasting was about 230.
Yeah. It's kind of hard when you're trying to keep up with everybody, trying to answer questions, and
but,
that was my job.
We don't have those numbers anymore, but we'll get back there sooner or later.
Back then, we were constant.
Success is being around people who believe they want to be successful.
Oh, I'm a success. I was born a success. I may have been born premature and blind and had a bad heart and all that stuff, but I was born so that that was a success.
Yep.
But what were you saying, Deborah?
Oh, back then we were constant, so it was like a weekly thing.
That's something we talked about last week also, that we setting a schedule and actually sticking to it. That's why we're doing this. I'm dying sick right now. I'm trying my best to pretend like I'm not, but I didn't want to go our third week into it and then not podcast today. So you can kind of hear it in my voice, and then I'm kind of out of it because we had a American Cancer Society Relay for Life Saturday. And so we were up all day Saturday, didn't get home until about, 3 o'clock Sunday morning. Then I don't know if I came down with like the flu or something, but I slept probably about 20 hours, went to work today, dying at work, and then now we're doing this. So I'm doing my best to do my not sick voice and try to be all happy and all that good stuff.
Okay, I hope you get better, and I hope you feel better.
Me too.
You're welcome. So, what are you planning to dress up for Halloween? I know it's months away, but sometimes you gotta plan your costume.
Right now, I'm debating on letting my hair grow back because I'm thinking about letting it grow out over the summer. But my hair's thinning because I am the old married gamer, and I'm balding now. I don't know. It all depends on if I get tired of how bad my hair looks and I shave my head again, or if my hair actually grows in. So it depends. I've got a couple of different options. Deb, are you going to zombie out again? Deb likes zombies.
I don't know what I'm going to do this year.
Zombie strawberry shortcake. Zomberry shortcake.
I was thinking about perfecting the costume from last year.
What was the costume from last year?
Sam from Trick or Treat.
Oh yeah. We got to redo that one though, because did you find it? Do you know where the head for it is?
Yeah, it's in the hallway.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, last Halloween I was Sam from Trick or Treat, and I actually won first place in the contest.
Cool.
Dude,
I want to dress up like Penguin.
Yes.
And my little girl dressed up as the Joker.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be cool. For those of y'all that don't know, Isaac is the right now, even on his business cards, he's got Uncle Fester. Oh, that's actually you.
That is actually me. My wife did the prosthetics, the makeup. She did all that.
Awesome. Looks great.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome.
You know that our most watched video on the Hatchet TV YouTube is actually Alfred and I doing a review of the 13th floor. For some reason, it's got thousands upon thousands of hits. And it's just me and Alfred talking in front of the 13th floor. There's no footage from the 13th floor. It's just us talking. Ain't that some shit?
Maybe that should tell you something, man. Maybe that's where you need to be doing.
I know.
Going live with your podcast and stuff, and going to different places and stuff. Like, do a podcast from Fiesta, Texas.
We had planned on doing that. Remember when we were going to go to different haunted houses?
We periscoped from SeaWorld because it's the last year that the orcas are going to be around. And we were periscoping live. Well, you can only periscope live. And we had I don't know how many hundreds of viewers and people that had never been to SeaWorld before and never seen orcas thanking us for periscoping SeaWorld. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think that'd be a good idea for your show, just to do that, take it on the road kind of thing.
Deb, you're the news gatherer type person. What do you have for us?
I was on my Facebook. You know how it has...
Are you only gathering news from your Facebook?
Well, that's the only thing I do.
You're not going to all those different websites that I told you to go to get news?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, what did you find on your Facebook?
Well, you know how it tells you your memories?
Yes.
Well, I went to go look at my memories from last year, and I had the coyote with the big Spurs flag
In the water.
in the water.
I've already seen it like on 10 different people's.
Oh, but that was my memory. So that's
You know what's sad?
and the Spurs
5
are-
years from now, everybody's going to look on their Facebook and it's going to be like 3 years ago today, you shared a memory from 5 years ago from before then.
Do you remember that day that
Nobody's making any new memories. They're just sharing the old
then
memories.
I went to look at my memories and it said, "You don't have any today."
You have no memories.
I was sad.
Fuck Facebook. That's all I'm saying. And if Terry's out there, or if Boat's out there, if Intimidation's out there or anything like that, I want them to know, fuck Chuckles for not being on the podcast right now. Fuck Chuckles, Chuck Fuckles, right in his face.
And I have something I want to say.
What?
You were talking about the relay, the relay for life.
Yes, we were talking about the relay.
We got third place.
We raised over $2,500 with the help of 8-Bit Eric and our team.
The 8-Bit Walkers.
The 8-Bit Walkers, which is now no relation to 8-Bit Eric. It's just when we first started, they wanted an 80s theme. And we were like, hey, Super Mario Brothers, Nintendo, 8-Bit. That's how we got 8-Bit Walkers.
And we're walking.
And everybody's like, what's 8-Bit Walkers?
Why do you have 8-Bit Walkers for?
Why don't you name it something? I'm not even going to say.
And I said, because that's what I wanted. Okay.
So fuck off.
Anyways, so we got our names on the official
On the shirt.
Relay for Life
On the
2016 shirt.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So
Next year, Isaac, we hope to see you there.
I'll be more than glad to. Just give me a little bit of a heads up. I'll be more than glad to go to the Walk for Life.
We start promoting in
I'll
October.
even dress up as Uncle Fester if you need me to.
There you go.
We start promoting in October. That's when it officially begins for the following
For real?
year.
So we're going to start. So this year, let's fundraise before it happens.
Okay.
That way we can fundraise all the way up until it's time.
Okay.
All right.
Deal.
Awesome.
The first year, which was last year, we only raised. Hey.
What?
It was like $400.
Talking to the mic.
We only raised like $400, but it was still good. It was our first time. We got into it pretty late, and we didn't know what to expect. So $400 was still good.
Yeah.
This year, we did a lot
we did
better.
over 2,500. And my my great niece put me in jail.
Yep, she sure did.
They had this thing where you paid $5 and you had to sit in jail for 5 minutes. And if she didn't put me in jail, nobody else.
That's because you told everybody else, you better not put me in jail.
I mean, she could have donated that $5 to our team, but it all goes to the good cause. But she gave it to another team, and I got arrested.
And somebody bailed you out and gave to that team also.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I was already walking out when he went to bail me out, but he wanted to get pictures of me getting frisked. So he gave them $5 for me to get re-frisked after I got out of jail. What kind of shit is that?
It was funny.
I think it was funny.
Boo. that off.
Hey, at least we didn't do a body cavity on you. Come on, be grateful for that.
I was going to say Officer Mustache. I don't know what his name was, but I'll call him Officer Mustache. Had very cold hands. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
Very friendly and cold hands. That's all I will say. Dude,
It was fun,
You know what though? Whoever that officer guy was, he was the one that made that whole booth.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have been there, we would have made more money from our cotton candy sales. Big shout out to Will T
From Jump On It.
from jumponitsa.com for bringing out the bouncers.
Cotton Candy Machine.
You remember the Super Friends, the superhero bouncer that was at Comic-Con last year, Isaac? You've probably seen it around town. It's like this ginormous one with all these superheroes on it. It's blue and red. And Will and Jump On It SA brought it out there for the kids. And we got a I'm like, come over here and take a picture. And he's like, and there were some superhero cosplayers out there. I didn't get the name of the group they're with, and so it was pretty cool though.
It was Captain America and Wonder Woman
and Battle Cat. It wasn't Black Panther. It was Battle Cat. He was like, rah, rah. And then I told him, I was like, hey, what's up, Battle Cat? And he looked at me like, hey, he got my name right. I'm like, excuse me, Battle Kitten. Man.
Well,
but it was a fun night. It was good.
Yeah, except that now I'm dying of hocking up half a gallon of phlegm every 30 minutes now, and
But it was all for a good cause.
dislocated my ankles carrying my fat ass around the track.
And I got to walk a survivor lap with
Again,
my
it
dad.
was all for a good cause, man.
A good cause and bad knees and ankles.
Well, that just means we need to work on it for next
I'm
year.
not fat, I'm fluffy.
As we sit here and eat pizza.
I'm not
And drink
eating
Pepsi.
pizza. I'm just eating the cheese and the meat and the spinach off of it. I'm not eating the bread. No carbs, no carbs.
Why are you scratching at it?
Battle cat.
Would lose a little weight. And maybe Deb can help you.
Hey.
I mean, look, dude, my wife
I need help
tried to
myself.
put me to that once, and I said try. She locked away all the snack foods. She stopped buying them.
Oh my God.
I was eating like
My stomach hurts.
boiled fish with freaking asparagus and
I like asparagus dipped in cheese and fried in the souls of battle cats.
No. So, what kind of drew the line was when,
A
being
marker?
on that kind of diet,
Pen?
I was like telling my wife, I'm like, I'm beginning to hallucinate. She's like, why? I'm like,
I'm seeing.
every time I hear
Oh
the door
shit!
knock,
You know what,
I think
Isaac?
Mom will come to save my ass.
Isaac, you know what I'm seeing? You're hallucinating, like on the old cartoons where the three buzzards were locked. The three chickens or whatever. Were they chickens or were they dogs? They were locked away in that cabin during the winter. And then he starts looking at the other dog, and then the dog turns into a big turkey leg, and then the other dog turns into like a sandwich.
The old,
The old Warner Brother cartoons.
the old, not Tiny Toons, what were they called?
Looney
Like
Tunes.
Bugs Bunny stuff.
That's funny.
Yeah, like I said, I started hallucinating because I was telling her, hey, every time a door knocks, I think it's Domino's just coming to save me.
Boom, boom.
She was like, okay, fine, you can have your junk food once.
Speaking of Domino's,
One day out of the week.
yeah, the cheat day helps a lot.
Well, needless to say, the cheat day grew. So, that whole diet fell apart.
Now, I told Deborah that I needed a cheat day, once a week, at least once a month, and she won't let me get an Asian girlfriend just for those one days. I'm trying, but Deborah's like the biggest cock blocker ever.
No.
No, man. Women can't live with them.
You can't live without them.
Kill them and get away with it.
We've been married, 22 years, 23,
I don't
25 million years or something?
Feels like it.
Let's see, I got a tattoo on my arm.
We got married in...
Multiply the 7, take out the 4. We've been married 22 years, and she still won't let me get an Asian girlfriend.
Maybe in 10 years.
In
You
10
won't let him
years,
have
I'll
an
be
Asian
dead.
girlfriend.
You don't know that.
Asian girlfriend, you said?
Asian.
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 How about a temporary friend?
A temporary friend?
Nope, she's making faces. Okay, Deb. Deb,
Don't give me ideas.
if I can't have an Asian girlfriend, can I have a Blasian girlfriend?
What's a Blasian girlfriend?
A black Asian girlfriend.
No.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what, dude? I tell my wife I love her all the time, and but I always tell her, realize until death do us part. Once you die or I die, I'm free game.
Yeah.
I told him when I die
And
that he has to wait at least 10 years.
Wow.
dude, 10 years?
Yes. He has to grieve for me.
You'll be dead. How are you going to stop me?
I'll stop you.
Yeah.
You know I will.
See, all I have to do is get a Blasian girlfriend, right? Blasian, right? And it'll be just like Marvel Comics, where now they have Miles Morales and Lady Thor and Sam Wilson, Captain America, and the new Miss Marvel. And it just, that's what everybody's doing now. That's the cool thing.
No.
Cock blocker.
Well, he does it because he loves you, man. Come on.
Nah. What if I get a Blasian girlfriend that has lots of money and I can get you a new car because she's hooking me up with money and a little something once a month?
Can I quit my job?
Yes.
Deal.
Yes. High five.
High five.
All right.
Well, I was going to say,
that's on the
everyone
podcast.
has a limit. Everyone has a price.
Ted DiBiase. I don't think Minister Ted DiBiase would like to hear that price right now. Deb, I have this on the podcast. That means it's like law now.
I know. It's official.
So if there's any hot Blasian ladies out there that want to hook me up once a month and give me enough money.
To be rich.
Yes,
I
give me enough money.
My job.
Give me enough money that my wife can quit her job and I can get her a car. Then I'm your man. and you don't mind my fat fupa and my balding head and my crossed eye. Then I am definitely your man. Man, I'm the total package over here.
Okay, but
you are.
Deb, I got a question.
Okay, what's up?
What if the blazing girlfriend...
Blazing,
correct me, I'm sorry. Blazing girlfriend...
Blazing.
...is rich. Is
Let him
super
ask his
rich.
question.
And this question also applies to you, Josh. Is super rich.
Yes.
Is willing to do all that.
Yes.
But she earns her money because she's a call girl.
No, I don't want a dirty Blazing. This has
I was going to say...
She meets all the requirements Deb needs.
No. No, this has to be a slightly used Blazing.
A slightly used.
Low mileage on the Hootie Hoo area. Completely disease free.
You're asking for a lot.
Super hot, super rich.
Yeah, he is.
Can deal with my fupa and my crossed eye and my bad shoulder. I can't be doing any yoga or anything like that with her. And
I think it'd be better. I think it'd be best, bro, if you just get a tattoo of her on your hand. I mean, I'm sorry,
of the Blazing girl?
I don't believe they exist.
there's one out there somewheres that can deal with the fact that I'm married, old, fat, hairy, have a bad shoulder, and I'll give her the best 38 seconds of her life.
Oh, well, good luck. I hope you find it then.
So is that your new mission?
That's my new mission in life.
Your new goal?
Hey, everybody has to have goals. Everybody has something to strive for.
And that's yours.
Yes. Super rich, super clean, super naive, super sheltered, super not going to do anything else. Blazing.
Well, I'm going to help you because I don't want to work.
What a good wife you have.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. This whole thing was a con, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
That's our new...
What? You invited me to the show.
You can make an episode out of it. The Adventures of the Looking for Blazing Girl.
Born Dead, the old married gamer, Blazing Hunter.
What'd you do? You wake up in the morning and there's a whole bunch of emails.
A whole bunch of emails from all these Blazing women.
I'm like, shit.
Can you even say Blazing? Is that okay?
I don't know. We could say whatever we want. It's our podcast.
Idea.
Oh, man.
We can say whatever we want.
So our buddies over at Children of Ghost went and did a interview with a nameless ghoul. I won't say who it is, but his voice sounds very familiar. So you need to check out that. If you're into, have you heard of Ghost, Isaac? I recommend the Facebook and or Instagram of Children of Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Alfie runs it, and he recently got us out to El Paso and got me the photo pit pass so I could take the second time. First time was at the Aztec. Great experience. First time I saw them live. And then recently, with this last trip out to El Paso, Alfie got us out there too. So Children of Ghost fucking rocks. Ghost fucking rocks.
It was my first time seeing them.
And about Evil, the guitarist, he actually plays for Green Jelly, if you remember those guys.
Green Jelly.
Little pig, little pig.
Little pig, let me in.
And there was Rambo. Yeah, I remember them. I remember when they were Green Jello.
Oh, yeah, I remember when they were Green Jello, too.
And then
I remember them seeing them on Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers Ball. Old school. So let's go ahead and cut this short. Do you have anything you want to throw out? Phone number or anything for your business?
Yes, if you know anybody in the market buying, selling, or looking for a rental, please call me at 290-
That's area.
Area code 210.
To area code 210-290-5452. And we have the card up on the hatchettv.com and on the Facebook and all that good stuff. And whenever the podcast comes out, anyone that Isaac sponsors, you'll have the link there also. So for all of y'all that don't get it, he's a sponsor. Send him business. The more business he has, the more money I can get from him. I mean,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's kind of how. Yes.
more money, more sponsors. That's not how the song goes.
More
But
money, more sponsor.
there
And
you
of
go.
course, if more money, I will even help your cause.
There you go.
Walk for Life.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Blasian girl.
I thought you were going to sponsor me a Blasian. I was like, yes, Isaac. All right.
Nah, dude, I don't want Deb to come after me, man.
Yeah, she's deadly. Deadly. Isaac Moran, he's our sponsor. Do you say Moran or do you say Moran?
I go by either. It's Moran, just don't call me moron.
I've heard people say more.
Well, I used to have a principal that his name was Guzman, but he was Mr. Guzman. You had to call him Mr. Guzman.
I've heard that too.
My name is Guzman.
I got you beat. I got y'all all beat.
Uh-oh.
I had a principal by the name of Glasscock.
I've heard the name before, but not actually dealt with somebody. But yeah, that name kind of. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, this is Josh, the old married gamer, born dead from Hatchet Television. We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in again, people. And hatchettv.com, all that good stuff. To my left, well, to my right. I should have just stuck with left because y'all don't know. Who is that?
It's me, Deb.
It's her, Deb. And on the phone, we have
Isaac Moran.
And today was Wednesday, May 4th.
The 4th.
May the 4th be with you. Why didn't we run with that the whole time? We should have started with May the 4th be with you, and then we would have been like, oh, that's lame. Everybody says that all the time. Shit. All right, people. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hold on. Let me give you a big internet hug. Are you ready? You feel that?
Not too tight.
It's a warm hug. Hold on. Feel this. Hold on. And to all the Blasian women out there, hold on. So until next time, people, this is Born Dead, Josh,
Deb,
and on the phone, Isaac. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank you. Peace out.
thank you.